Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back with some more 12-12 action for you today. And like in the last video, we have the Teutonic Order once again on the charge, and they are charging today towards the French and the Milanese lines. And it seems like the King of France is actually going to lead the charge himself to try and scare off the Ritterbrüder. I don't know if like Teutonic Order should have already fled back from that. Like, that's a bold move there by France to just push forward his general. Yes, we do have a 2v2 here today. And as I said, we have the French and the Milanese forces, and they are facing the Teutonic Order and also Poland. So it seems like Poland and the Teutonic Order have decided to smother their differences and are now facing an alliance made up of French and Italians. And yeah, this is supposedly a really, really good battle, I've been told. It's sent in by a member of my Discord, and I felt like I'd check it out. Just, you know, 12-12, I'm really getting back into it, and I'm really enjoying these land battles at the moment. So we have a nice 2v2 here. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. I mean, it seems like they've had a lot of time where they've been preparing. I've just been fast forwarding through the video, and it seems like there's a lot of like, sort of not like kiting, but sort of like maneuvering positions. They didn't even start like this, facing like each other. Like they supposedly start like this way, facing towards each other, and then they like sort of like they start to turn and to alter their formations, and they've ended up like this. Anyway, so yes, this should be interesting. Certainly seems that Poland and the Teutonic Order are quite happy with stood where they are, and it seems like it's going to be the French and the Milanese that are going to have to march forward. But yeah, if you're enjoying seeing 12-12 on the channel and would like to see some more, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show your support. It's always a massive help if you guys support the channel any way you can. And also, if you want to also make sure that you don't miss out on any 12-12, make sure to hit the notification bell so you do not miss a single upload. But yes, it seems like we've got some Pavese crossbows. They're moving forward. They may be in range of these gunners pretty soon. It seems like the gunners are going to try and close that gap as well. I mean, those crossbows have got to be in range by now. And I mean, they could be starting to focus on these gunners. They could do a bit of damage. These are only medium gunners. They're very much vulnerable to being hit. It seems like someone's under fire. No, someone's under fire, but I'm not sure who. It seems like it's both sides. Apparently under fire, but I can't really see where they're being shot from. Seems like a lot of cav being massed on this side by by both sides. It seems like the French and the Milanese going to just mass all their cav here. I think this is not a bad move, I guess, but I mean, I certainly would like to have some cav on the other side as well. You know, just to try and give myself some mobility. Also, just threaten the flank here. But it seems like we're going to have the French set up over, well, not the French, sorry, the Italian set up over here, the Milanese, and we're going to have the French on the right. They're going to face down Poland, and the Teutonic Order are going to face down Milan. And I mean, the gunners are oh yeah, the gunners are now firing though. They are actually firing against the infantry. I was going to say that the Teutonic Order infantry kind of sucks a little bit. These Samlanders are not like the greatest in the world, but we'll see how they do. It seems like it's very much a tier 2 battle today. You can already see that these gunners getting hit hard, being knocked back, already lost one man. They've got to march towards these gunners and their shield wall. I would get out of shield wall. I get into loose formation, make it a little bit easier for your troops. It seems like actually no, I thought they brought a lot more archers. They only brought 4 range, which is good. It's kind of the normal amount you want to bring. I thought they brought 3 gunners and 3 archers, and thought, wow, Milan's gone really heavy missile there. But I mean, it seems like these gunners aren't going to get too many kills. I mean, we'll see. But it seems like they're doing okay. There's a slow march forward here by the Teutonic Order. Might have been easier just to march. Like to close the distance like quicker, just get out of shield wall. You don't want like to be allowing the enemy to have as many volleys as possible at you. But it seems like as well. Look at this, a lot of spears being brought by Poland. I mean, this is a strange build. I mean, I don't think spears really are that effective in a land battle, but that's my personal opinion. I certainly think you'd be better bringing more swords. Certainly like these sergeants back in. He's got like some heavy axemen as well, which is going to be pretty useful. These dismounted French Chevaliers are going to be the real nasty units, I'm pretty sure, in this battle. And we've got some Guardia Real over here, which are Guardia Ducal, I should say, not Real. They're pretty handy. They're pretty good. We're going to face some pole arms of their own. But yeah, that's certainly a unit they want to focus down. If I'm the Teutonic Order, you want to focus this unit down really, really hard. I'm just waiting for the cavalry charge. I'm expecting it at some point, but here we go. Swords are going to clash with spears. Seems like Milan did the same thing and brought quite a lot of spears. He has also brought quite a few swords. He's now sending them in with Umuni d'Armes. I presume he's a tier 2, yeah. The pole arms have rushed forward, the Guardia Ducal. I've been now flanking them. Like, if you got some, like, get your general, hammer and anvil this guy. Like, hammer and anvil these pole arms. Don't allow them just to engage your swords like this freely. It's not a fight that the swords can win. So they are getting pretty bloodied up with these pole arms. But it's not a fight they can win. And you can see here, really smart by the Milanese player. He's going to get his gunners. Oh, I'm looking forward to these gunners. And they're not in loose formation anymore. And they're going to surely just fire into the flank. Yeah, we can barely see what's going on, but they are firing into the flank of these poor pole arms here. And they're going to wreck these guys. I mean, already killing a lot of them, losing decisively, already down to less than 100. And there you go. That game's won already there. Guardia Ducal versus these pole arms, and they're already wavering. Look at that, 96, big win there. Okay, gunners going off again as well back here. Seems like they're firing guns probably like through here, maybe through the gap. But gunners are such a good unit. They're really good at armor piercing, and they're also good for breaking morale. The Teutonic Order doing their bit. I'm waiting. Yeah, come on, cavalry charge. I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting. But as you can see here, this is why you don't bring spears. Pavy spears on the attack as well. Pavy spears are notoriously a really good armor, got good armor, and they've got like really good missile block because of their shields. You don't really want them for anything else. Like you don't want to be sending these guys attacking swords. I mean, these are tier 1 swords actually. But yeah, it's not a fight that you really want them to be taking on, because you can see these dismounted French Chevaliers. They're just cutting them down. Swords will beat spears every time, especially in the land battle, and especially when the spears are attacking. Because they ain't got great attack bonuses. And you can see here, it looks like we're setting up the spears here. Look like they're going to support the cavalry fight. That's not a bad move. If I was Poland, I'd be moving up the rest of my infantry now. I'd be moving up infantry. You need it in the front lines. This is not looking good though. This flank over here, you can see because of the gunners, they are breaking a lot of infantry here, and we can now see crossbows now getting caught up by the swords of the Teutonic Order, and this is not looking good at all. And yeah, you can see already breaking. Look at this, Pavi's already breaking. We've got generals duking out over here. This is going to be risky. I mean, the Grand Master of the Teutonic Order here now vying out with the looks like the Familia Ducal of Milan. I mean, they're just going to cut him down. He's retreating. That's not good. He should just stand his ground. He's got a better chance of standing his ground. Then they can get infantry over to him. You can see they're desperately getting pole arms over here. And now it's going to be the turn of the Grand Master to retreat. And actually, they did break the Milanese general, but he should return. And now we have Ritterbrüder coming over here. They're actually weakening their forces over here. They're shifting stuff across, and it looks like also Milan is doing the same. He's shifting his cav way across. This is why I always personally like to have my cav on my side where I'm fighting, because then it can influence my fight. Like, they just stood there and just looked at the fight between France and Poland, and they're doing nothing. I'd rather have my cav over here influencing, because right now, as a Teutonic Order, you're losing your fight. Facts. You're losing. You need your cavalry to influence your fight. Like, his cav has the ability to turn this around, because they'd be running down these gunners, they'd be running down like generals, they could get hammer and anvils, they could do lots of damage. But they can't do that if they're just standing on the other side, helping, not even helping your ally. We've got polearms in behind here, and they're going to engage some Italian infantry, and this is a bad move, because I'm sure we're about to see these Italian knights run into the back of these polearms. I'm sure at least one of them will. Yeah, here we go. He's going to run in. This one here, lead cavalry, going to do a nice hammer and anvil, and this will be the death of this polearm unit. In it goes, cutting them down. And this polearm's already down to what? It's already breaking at 67 men. There you go, gone. And already you can tell this right flank for the Teutonic Order already been cleaned up really, really well. And we've got Cav just going in here, and it's going to hammer and anvil where it likes. Attacked in the rear. Yeah, getting shot by gunners. The whole shebang being broken, and that is just really well done there by the Milanese. General is dead though. They did in fact get Milan's general, so I mean that's a bit of a win. I don't know why they sent him in. He was kind of dumb, but there we go. The cavalry fight is taking place now on the other side. If France loses this fight though, there is a chance that they could lose. This battle could still turn on its head. Like, the Teutonic Order needs this cavalry fight to be successful, to have a chance of winning, as is Poland, obviously. Poland is equally in a sticky position. His infantry has been fully routed. I actually, you know what? It may actually be too much. It may be too much. Maybe too much to ask. I mean, they're already, like, both sides already lost their infantry fights. I mean, they're breaking the spears over here. This is good. This is good. They're breaking stuff. I mean, they're also going to be able to get in behind. Look at go after all these archers, which is huge. with a Ritterbrüder. That's going to be a big win here. I mean, and at the same time, Milan has got no general. If he can, like the Teutonic Order can keep his alive, there is hope. Look at these heavily armored knights on there, just cutting boys down. Lots of archers routing there, that's always good. Roy de France doing their bit. Look at this though, it's the same thing happening though in the back lines here. We now have the Italian generals doing, or the Italian cav just routing what remains of the rear guard of like Poland at the moment. Like the Teutonic Order is gone, evaporated. Like their losses are like hardly any, well not hardly anything, they're still pretty minimal. We've got Cav causing all sorts of havoc. If they can get the French general though, I mean I guess that's a bit of a win. There's Polish Cav down here, he's doing okay. Now got Ritterbrüder coming in. I mean kill this general, I mean there's always chance of a chain wrap, but I don't know, it's going to be pretty tough. There we go. I mean, the pole arms and swords over here support the cav. It's always good, but the cav's going to get a pretty good charge into all this infantry. Oh boy, that's a really good charge. Just hear the crunch. And they went into so many infantry units. The sergeant's like just depleted now. Heavy axemen though might do quite well in this fight, as should the pole arms. I guess the cav falls back. Should get some pretty. Should kill quite a few of them. But yeah, this is not looking good. There's a lot of infantry left. I mean, this cav has got to like just charge a lot of infantry, a lot of archers and gunners and various things like that, and it's not looking good. It is not looking good. I mean, if I was the Teutonic Order, I wouldn't be just throwing this cav away now. You want to keep what remains of your cav together, but it seems like they're going to get the French general. They have got him wherever he died. So they got both generals, which I guess is a small thing. The Grand Master's all the way over here in the back, being sneaky. Yeah, they're also going to just... I mean, if they can get these Italian cav, I mean, if they can pin them both down and then get infantry in there, that's huge. That'll be good. I mean, there's Polish cav here that should really just be pinning down this cavalry, but it's so slow in reacting, and it's not going to react. And instead, the Italian cav goes flying on into the shock infantry, and then shock infantry is now in real trouble. Why are you allowing your shock infantry to get charged like this? I don't know. Shouldn't be allowing it to happen at all. And we're going to now have Polish cav flying on into the Italian knights. And they're going to try and pin them down. I mean, they're going to kill this one for sure. Look at that. Really nice win. But this great cost, I personally feel. They lost a lot of shock infantry there for no reason. They can get all the cav. They have mobility, I guess. But it's a lot to ask. It is a lot to ask. If they can turn this around, Poland in the Teutonic Order, it's going to be one of the greatest comebacks I've ever seen. It will be one of the greatest comebacks I've ever seen, but they need to be aggressive actually, because like otherwise the gunners and the archers will just shoot them to pieces. They have no need to push forward. They can just weaken their enemy from just standing here. With a bloody banner of Milan flying high. Yeah, I mean they just need to stand back. Just shoot these pole arms. I don't know why France is going to throw in his shock infantry, but he is. This is not a fight that you can win, France. Oh, maybe now it is because the Italian cav's coming to the back. That is a fight you maybe can win. The pole arms here starting to waver and break. Polish knights coming in. Again, really late. I don't know why Poland's just allowing stuff to get charged first. He should be, like, stopping the charges. Teutonic Order broke over here. We've now got the Great Baron of Krakow, which is really healthy. Not lost a single man. Jeez. We've got the King's Bodyguard as well coming in. It's not looking good though. It is not looking good. But if they carry on fighting on this narrow front here, the like the French and the Milanese, I mean that kind of works in favour of the Poles because they don't have many men left. They need to fight on a small front. These knights are just cutting down the sergeants. They are wavering. Look at this. 3 units wavering if they all break. Look at that. One's gone. They may be able to break them all. Into the back, into these gunners. The general just needs to keep running around. He just needs to keep charging into gunners. Just, these are what you need to kill. Kill the gunners. Don't worry about anything else. Keep these Polish knights moving. Oh, it's close. It's going to be close. Closer than I thought it was going to be. This Cav can just, like, get some decent hammer and anvils, chain out some stings. Good charge there into the French arbalesters. Arbalestriers. Yeah, they need to get some more. They need to chain around some of these swords. Like, they are asking to be chain routed. Pole arms here breaking. Guardia Ducal may break. Shock infantry here also being supported. That's a good charge there. Good charge. And look at this. They're breaking. Oh my gosh, it might actually happen. Sergeant at Arms, lots of stuff breaking. I mean, this shows the power of Cav. They need to charge this Guardia Ducal again. I don't know why they have 2 shock infantry fighting this Guardia Ducal. They should have only 1. And that is tops. They need to have as much infantry free to do stuff. Sergeant at Arms being rear charged as they were surrounding the sergeants here. The Grand Master needs to be careful though. He's starting to lose men. And the Poles have gone into the back of these Guardia Ducal. That's good. They need to break these guys really, really quickly. They've got to get the shock infantry moving. Broken them. That's good. Oh my gosh, it's going to be closer than I thought it was going to be. Put it like that. 300 against 600. Very, very doable with the Cav. They just need to keep infantry alive to pin stuff down. Like, don't go and charge these pole arms. Please don't charge these pole arms. Gonna lose so many men. But in he goes. In he goes. Poland goes in to take on these Guardia Ducal. And I mean, if you can get the Grand Master to, I guess, hammer and anvil, that's a win. But I mean, if the French are smart, they just defend the backs of these Guardia Ducal. Or the Milanese are smart. Whoever. Someone's smart. You can see Grandmaster coming in. What's he going for? Oh, he's going to go into the backs of these Sergeant Arms in. Not a bad charge. I mean, again, the Guardia Ducal, take them out. They're the main problem. You're losing heavy axemen by the second. The Poles just need to keep their cav alive. And there's still... Oh, there's cav over here that's lost. They just need to keep pulling it out of combat and just constantly charging it. Don't keep it in combat. Charging into the side of these Sergeant at Arms. I mean, not bad, but you need to be getting rear charges. Like, these Poles now need to go into the back of all of this. Like, all of this needs to die. All of this needs to die. Poles into the back. Not a bad charge. I guess any charge is not a bad charge at this point. There you go, breaking them. They did lose their heavy axemen, though. They may return. And the community arm. Oh, this is not going to be a good charge. Yeah, that's the Grand Master dead for sure. Yeah, General is gone. He just charged head on into the Guardia Ducal. That was a poor decision, but they may break still. The men are losing hope. And look at this, a chain route. Starting to look like it's going to happen. I don't know, it looked like it might happen. Oh, that Grandmaster just committed suicide. That was a poor move. That General's still alive. Well, not alive, but you know, like the unit is still doing things. Charge the spear, it's wavering, it's asking to be broken. Everything's asking to be broken over here. They can kill the archers, I guess, so that they have hope. Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful It is so close right now. Guardia Ducal battling against heavy axemen. Wavering by the second. Such a close fight. Guardia Ducal, they're holding, but they are down to what, like a few hundred men each. 157 versus 106. And I mean, the side with the cab's going to probably win now. I mean, all they have to do is just pin it down with infantry and rear charge. Do one at a time. I mean, Guardia Ducal, the real threat. Take them out. If these guys could form square, they'd be fine. This is why you kill generals off, guys. I mean, the Teutonic Order lost his entire army before he's lost his general. But the other two, like France and Milan, lost their generals really early on. Does so much damage to morale. I mean, these heavy axemen, if they can get a good charge here onto the community arm, you should be fine. I mean, these guys are just going to get cut down. I mean, if they don't, they break. No, I thought they had heads down. They were breaking just like that. They are winning, though, the axemen. No surprise. The cav will just flank around, do what it needs to do, and then it's just the pole arms, which I imagine made just chain route. But yeah, it's been a bloody battle, put it like that. Here we go. Cav just needs to come around, and Poland can just wrap this up in one good charge. As long as he doesn't lose his general now, he's fine. Here we go. That might be a good enough charge. They are wavering. I mean, just charge with the other two and you break them. Yeah, there you go. That is them gone, and I imagine the Guard Ducal is going to break any second now. But that has been one of the closest battles I have ever seen, and one of the best comebacks I have ever seen as well. End the replay, and we'll have a quick look at some of the end results. This was sent in by Corrupted Master, who was playing as the Teutonic Order. I didn't know. I hadn't watched much of this battle, but watching the beginning, I didn't have high hopes for it. But my God, did he turn it around. The Teutonic Order clutching up in this battle, getting 302 kills with his general, 119 with his shock infantry. His swords is, yeah, just terrible. I mean, really, his entire infantry army did just pretty poorly because he just got flanked by gunners and gunned down. I mean, his cav got 126 kills here. Even his cav didn't do that reasonably that well. But yeah, 126 kills was really brutal hits. Not too bad. The Grandmaster did really well, though. Then we have Knight, who was playing as the Duchy of Lesser Poland. 169 kills with his general. 298 with his heavy axeman. His spears, I don't know why he brought them. Should have brought more sergeants. But they didn't do that great. His sergeant, 68 kills, the best one. Polearms, 93. His cav, again, also not doing, I mean, that great. Until he gets the Great Banner of Krakow, getting 363. I mean, this one got 52, which is not too bad. But yeah, the Great Banner of Krakow did really, really well. And then we got Okita, who's playing as Milan. Got some really good kills here in Milan. It's so surprising that like Milan and Frankfurt got really good kills, but still lost the game. But yeah, his spears did okay, 72 kills. His polearms, 167, is not too bad. His sword's getting 202, the best one. His gunner's getting 84 kills. His cav, 328 kills, 386, and 243. They did really, really well, did his cav. Cutting down stuff, but it's not enough. And then we have Duke. His cav actually didn't do so great, yeah. The French cav kind of just got pinned down and killed, I guess. And we need Sergeants at Arms, they're getting 109 kills, and then we got the French Chevaliers, best one, getting 111 kills, and then the Shock Infantry getting 179, his general getting 36 kills. But yeah, this was an insanely close battle, and yeah, well worth watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, do remember leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show your support. And until next time, I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.